Modern metal workers, welcome to our first ever Forged in Fire Invitational Tournament. Modern metal workers is a term we use to describe those who work with iron or steel to create large-scale metal structures and large-scale art installations. To make you feel a little bit more comfortable in the forge, we've brought in this. Good luck, modern metal workers. Your 3 hour starts now.
So we got Smiths going in multiple directions.
Nice try.
No, that's not gonna work.
Basically, what we have are a bundle of steel crab trap-like cages that are all welded together and then trapped inside are canisters.
Hot steel. That's a pretty decent heat that Dave has on that one.
Yeah, now that's kind of what the color you want to see.
We've got 2 presses going. Grizz and Dave at the same time working their cans.
Yeah, the thing about squeezing these cans in these presses, once you think you're done, do more. 1 hour has elapsed!
I got a good weld. That's not gonna work. But I gotta get the canister off so I can expose some of that high carbon steel for the edge.
Looks like Rick is having a hell of a time peeling that can, as is Henry.
This is nuts. It's taking a long time to get this jacket off, and I got no time to waste.
I am trying everything, and nothing's working. You know, I don't know why I can't get this off faster. Whether or not the whiteout was dry enough or I put enough on, I don't know.
I'm worried that I may not actually make a blade, that I'm just gonna get as far as the billet and be stuck.
Metal workers! 2 hours has elapsed.
You know, as a metal worker, you have to work smart. So I say to myself, I don't have the time or the energy to continue this fight. So I'm gonna leave the canoe on. As I shape this, as well as grind those bevels, I'll probably grind out most of that mild steel. It's important to make sure that that edge is high carbon 1095 steel, because mild steel, it will dent, it won't stay sharp.
Henry's now working on the second side of his billet, trying to knock it loose.
That core billet, I got it out. I am relieved.
I was planning to already have the bevel done right now, so I'm really pushing it. I have now got my tang roughly drawn out. I'm feeling great, feeling awesome.
Grizz is killing it.
Now I need to start thinking about the point. I'm worried that piece of mild steel may be at the end of that billet, and I need to have that 1095 right at the tip, especially for the piercing test. So I cut what I call a bird's mouth, a little V-notch at the end, and I'm gonna close it up and forge weld that together to bring the 1095 into one piece at the tip of the blade.
Oh, hot steel on the floor.
Big blue flinging stuff.
Wow, that is a thin piece of steel that Dave's got.
I'm thermocycling. I do it twice. I would do it more, but the clock's ticking. I'm thinking, get it right. Just get it right. I take my blade out of the quench, and I notice there's a slight warp. But I don't think it's enough to where I'll be eliminated.
Rick is also bringing his blade up to temperature. He's got a large magnet in his hand.
I take this magnet as a part of the heat treating process. If it's magnetic and it sticks to the magnet, I know it's not at the right heat. It's got to be above that.
Plenty good. Get it in there. There you
And he's in the quench.
So I'm claiming victory.
Yeah, baby. As I did the first quench in the oil and I pulled it out, my blade warped. So go back and quench a second time. A little bit of a bow towards the tip. On the second quench, most of that curve I can take out with my grind.
2 minutes!
I'm freaking out because time is running out, and if I get this heat uneven in the blade, it can cause major warps.
It looks like Henry just went for a quench with a lukewarm blade.
I pulled the blade out, and it wasn't warped.
Beautiful.
I can't believe I actually got a blade out of this canister. So I just started grinding.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Metalworkers, shut down your machines. This first round of competition is over.
Over the last 3 hours, each of you has forged a Damascus dagger blade with a needle point. Now it's time for the judges to take a closer look at your work. Grizz, please present your blade to the judges.
This is a very classic needlepoint dagger. I love the profile of it. One thing that does concern me is that you put your piece of mild in the dead center of that can, drew it out, and then cut a bunch off the end, which might make the tip of this mild steel.
All right, Rick, you're up next. Please present your blade to the judges.
Well, Rick, I watched you struggle with taking that can off for a long time. It looks like it's possible that there's still some on there. There's some delaminations right here where it might be can, it might be mild steel, I'm not sure.
All right, Henry, please present your work to the judges.
As a stabbing or slashing knife, it's a great shape. That's probably the most aggressive point we've got out there. Having said that, I can see on the edge where these delams are, 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube. So the edge of this blade has 3 sections that can't be hardened. That's a big issue.
All right, Dave, please present your blade to the judges.
All right, Dave, you're not only here to turn in the blade, you're here to represent your class. Take that piece of mild steel and twist it to give it some design. To me, it's like showing your craftsmanship, and I appreciate that. Moving forward, I'd definitely like to see a little bit more definition of your blade here. But overall, good job.
Thank you, sir.
Metal workers, you have the most refined blade shapes out of any other class that's come through. That being said, only the 3 best blades may move forward. The metal worker leaving the forge is Henry. Your blade didn't make the cut.
Well, Henry, it's very apparent that the mild steel is on the edge of your blade, and that's not a problem we can come back from. And unfortunately, that's why we have to send you home.
Yes, sir.
Henry, please surrender your blade.
Yes, sir. That was my first canister, and I really just didn't pay enough attention to where the placement of the mild steel was going to be. I learned the hard way, but nonetheless, I learned. First thing I'm going to do when I get home is fire up my forge. My goal is full-time smithing forever.